Hello all, 4-Player Squad Gaming here, and this is our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. Rumour has it that all that enter this hidden oasis never return, and their cries are heard for eternity. I welcome you to Cutter's Cry. This is an optional dungeon available at level 38 after completing the quest Dishonour Before Death. We start in a series of Sentinels with our tank gaining the enmity of our first group of adds. The whole party needs to be wary of the pulsing sand that, if stood on, causes significant damage. Quickly clear these adds and a new set will spawn. Collect them up and clear these. Once this is done, shifting sands will appear. Enter them and head on through into the next area. This room is the same as before. Clear the first set, then the second, and head through the shifting sands. In this next area we progress through the tunnels, killing all adds in the way. Be careful of the shrapnel bombs as they can self-destruct and usually kill anybody inside the blast radius. Either dodge or interrupt this. Again, be careful of the pulsing sand pillars. Stay away, no matter how tempted you are to build a sandcastle. Keep an eye out for loot as there is plenty to be found, and before you know it we arrive at the first boss fight area. The Myrmidon Princess is our first boss. We can start the fight as normal with our tank gaining the enmity and facing her away from the party. We need to be careful of a frontal cone AoE that we must dodge. She will attempt to silence one of your party members, however this is interruptible. Keep damaging the boss as normal until around 50% health when more adds will spawn. The Myrmidon Marshal is our priority as it has a frontal cone AoE and can buff the princess. Simply kill the adds as they appear. Guards and soldiers may appear, however depending on your party damage this is normally skipped. Before you know it, the Myrmidon Princess has fallen. No fairy tale ending for you, Princess. Anywho, enter the sands and progress. We enter the Oasis and are met with a considerable number of adds. We do not need to kill all of these, however you must kill a certain number before the shifting sands appear and you can progress. Simply head right or left around the pool, collecting the adds and killing them. Be careful of the sabotenders that can deal large damage if caught in their AoE. Before long we can go into the second Oasis chamber. This room is the same. Make sure to kill some adds, pick up any loot you find, then head through the sands. This will take us to the next boss fight area. Our second boss is the giant tunnel worm. No prizes for guessing who made these tunnels. Start the fight as normal, tank gain enmity and aim the boss away from the party. Damage dealers and the healer simply need to keep a safe distance and damage the boss. The tank will be hit with a few abilities but nothing to be worried about. Sand Cyclone can randomly target any player and does some damage and grants a debuff. Again, nothing to be concerned with. Keep damaging the boss until he buries himself. You will see pulsing sand heading towards a random party member. The party needs to run away from this and when he surfaces it can deal significant damage. After dealing some more damage, the boss will use Bottomless Desert, causing a huge sand whirlpool. Simply run to an outer edge and carry on the fight. With some spatial awareness and decent mobility, this boss is a breeze and will soon fall. Remember to pick up your loot, head through the sands and into the caves beneath. This area has some new adds to kill and blue guards as randomly dotted around. Be careful not to stand on or too close to these as they will deal damage just as the pulsing sand did before. Make your way through the caves, being careful what route you take. There is plenty of loot around so keep an eye out. The Archo's golems in this area are worth a mention due to their frontal cone AoE. Keep progressing, killing all adds you meet, and you will eventually see the cave walls change to orange and be greeted with the last boss fight area. Enjoy the short cutscene. The final boss of this dungeon is the Chimera, half dragon, half lion, half ram, half any other zoo animal. Start this fight as normal with the tank gaining the enmity and aiming it away from the party. It is a good idea for the damage dealers and healer to stand behind the boss as he will do frontal and side attacks, all of which can be dodged by standing behind. We need to be careful of the right hand side cone AoE dealing ice damage and heavy, and the left hand side cone AoE dealing thunder damage and paralysis. The tank needs to be mobile and dodge these accordingly. At 75% health the Chimera's eyes will glow. If they glow blue, the whole party needs to move away from the boss to avoid the ice AoE damage. When they glow purple, the party needs to move close to the Chimera to dodge the Thundercloud AoE. We also need to be careful of an orb that will target a random player. Simply move away from this and dodge the AoE explosion at the end of its travel. Other party members need to be careful not to intercept this as it will explode on impact. Keep an eye out for what colour the Chimera's eyes are. Repeat these steps and before long you will have killed the final boss. So there we have it, Cutter's Cry is complete. I hope this guide has been helpful and I personally want to thank you for watching. If you believe I have missed anything or if there is anything you want to see in my future videos then comment below. We are 4-Player Squad Gaming, thanks for watching.